Today we're taking a look at 3-0's 1/6 scale Rambo from First Blood. This figure is awesome and I can't wait to show it to you. All right, so we'll start off by obviously showing you the box artwork. There's the cover art from the one sheet. Obviously, Sylvester Stallone, Rambo, 3-0, John Rambo, Rambo John J. Side of the box, I got a nice shot of the M60. Other side is an M16. Got your little holographic label. Back of the box, and you can see this was a shot of the product. First of all your little credits, and they put a quote, "You dominate the town, I am the king in the mountains." That's not the quote. Yeah, it's when he's got Sheriff pinned up against a tree with a knife at his throat, and he says, "In town you're the law, out here it's me. Let it go or I'll give you a war like you wouldn't believe. Let it go." So inside it's got the Velcro opening, and I've already taken the plastic bits off, so what we're going to do is stop the video for a second and get everything out of here and get a closer look at Rambo John J. Okay, stick around. So here's Rambo straight out of the package, out of the box, just standing straight up and down. Now this is a company, 3-0, as I mentioned at the beginning. 3-0 is a third-party company that does unlicensed, meaning there's no permission, if you will, or approval from the studio, Stallone. They just make the figures, and in this case, I'm glad they did, because this thing is pretty damn cool. One complaint, it doesn't come with a display stand, so I had to use one of my own. So that's the little silver you see here is the grabber around his waist just to get him to stand up. But let's leave John off to the side, show a bunch of his accessories. Now, one thing that 3-0 does that I think is fantastic, that some of the other companies, Sideshow, should take note, is 4 extra wrist pegs. You're lucky if you get 2. Most of the time it's 2. They put 4, which is awesome. So thank you for that, guys. Now, Rambo does come with a total of 4 sets of hands. You get the 2-fisted hands that are on the figure. There is a gripping hand here for his spear, which we'll show in a minute. There's a couple of those. There's also a hand that's kind of open, and this is meant to feed with the belt of the M60 bullets. So when you put that hand on him, he can, feed the bullets through into the gun, which we'll show in a little bit. He also comes with 4 different sets of these bandoliers of bullets. So if you remember, towards the end of the movie, when he commandeered that truck with the M60, he threw a couple things over each shoulder and a couple around his waist, and so you get 4 of these. Nice. You also get, and this is the aforementioned spear that he made in the woods when he killed the boar. It does have a spot on the top for his knife, his Rambo knife, which is right here. Very cool. It's got a green handle. One thing they did that they didn't need to do is they actually included, you can't even see it, but it's a compass. It doesn't work. It's just a little piece of plastic, looks like, to simulate the glass. So in order to put the spear in, you do need to remove this cap, and then take the spear, and there's a spot right there for it. And it's a really tight fit, so I'm not going to show it all the way down in there, but you can see. I'll put a still photo up right here of the what it looked like when it was assembled in the movie. So want to be real careful with this little piece, this little compass piece, because you don't want to lose it. And of course, that's the that's not a knife. This is a knife, and the green handle, if you can see that. Right? So pretty cool. The other thing he comes with, after he killed that boar that I mentioned, he I guess he found a piece of cloth in the mine, didn't he? I think that's what he did. And here's the little tunic that he made. It's pretty well tattered and weathered, and it comes with a little white piece of wire so that you can cinch it up. And again, I'll show a picture of that right here on the right side to show you what that looks like. All right, let me get the stuff put aside and we'll take a closer look at Rambo. I'll be right back. Okay, so now we've got him a little closer to the camera so you can get a good look at that head sculpt. And guys, I think that's a pretty spot on likeness of Stallone, you know,
What was it,
what was it, 1983?
1982?
When this movie came out, that's what he looked like. I think there's really not a bad angle. They did a good job. You got the 5 o'clock shadow. You just kind of get that stare. There does seem to be some light, you know, in the eyes. And in certain angles, it looks even better. I think that's a perfect angle. So what do you think? Put in the comments. But 3-0, I think, did a really good job. So you got sculpted hair, which is a plus. They did put he made the bandana, which you can see it's actually sculpted in there. Well, it's fabric underneath the hair, or it's sculpted underneath the hair, sorry. And then when it comes out on the side here, the two strands, it's just actual fabric, so you can kind of lay it around and do whatever with it. It kind of goes where it wants to go. That's all right. It's a bigger body than I've seen before. They did take note of the scar, the cut on his forehead. You can see the blood running down right there on the left side of his head, as well as when he jumped off the cliff and fell through all the trees. He got that one gash on his arm that he sews up. Arm's probably a little bigger than he was in that movie. This is the same body that they used on the Rambo 3 figure as well, just different head sculpt, but it still looks good. I mean, Stallone is always in shape, so nobody's really going to question it. But look at the traps and everything. The back looks, you know, he's fit. He is fit. Also, you can see from here, he's got his sheath, which I do have the knife. I kept that out, and that will go. Hold on, let me see. I'm trying to do this on camera, of course. Never works when you want to do anything on camera. I think it fits in there. There it goes. So let me lift him up, excuse me. It's got the dirty, worn tank top, the denim, dirty denim with the belt. They really did weather the jeans. And moving down to his, let me pull him up a little bit. It's got the high boots, which is cool. They put a little detail, sculpted in laces. There are treads on the bottom. There is tread, rather, on the bottom of his feet. He does have the, let me spin him around. So there's the sheath for the dagger, his knife, and it does have the tie around his leg. This all came assembled. The sheath was already on the figure when I picked it up. Excuse me. Articulation-wise, I haven't messed with him too much. I just took the plastic off. But Rambo will look up that far. Does have a little Adam's apple sculpted in there. That's good. Does look way down. Get a little bit of tilt. And, of course, you can pivot. Now, for these arms, you can see there's a separate. The arms actually recess the shoulders into the torso. So you want to kind of press down. And it's on a ratchet, which is good. Strong ratchet. Wrists actually go up and down and swivel, of course. And kind of lift it back up so it doesn't pinch. I don't want to scrape the paint. One thing, now it's a no joint, pinless elbows. It's all inside here. You can hear it. Well, you can hear it or not. But one thing it does is see it bend. It's seamless, but it bends kind of an awkward looking bend at the elbow when it does it. Now I can get it to this far, and you can hear it. So I imagine that would cause damage over time. So maybe do a one click, and I'll probably display him like one with one of his weapons, the machine gun, the M16, maybe holding it at his side or something. I'm not sure, but let me take him off the stand for a second so we can get a better look at him. Move that arm out. Now, as far as the waist goes, he does have a really good twist, crunch forward, crunch back, good amount. And leg-wise, Spin him around. Kicks up about to there. Back minimal. Tight, but double jointed knee, which is good. And then the boots do, oh, and actually there's a swivel at the upper thigh as well. Not a lot of range of motion with the boots because they're, that high boot. So you're going to have to be creative with your posing as far as getting them in some dynamic poses if that's what you want to do. But really, I'm really pleased with the end result here. Let me know in the comments what you think. I did pick it up on eBay, and it was actually reasonably priced. I got them shipped for under 190, so I took that as a win. I'm putting it all back together so I can stand them back up. So there you have it. There's your 1/6 scale Rambo by 3-0. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this quick little overview of the figure. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and remember, guys, your grails are out there. Go find them. I'll see you next time.
I could have killed you. Don't tell you the law. Now you it's me. Don't push it. Don't push it. I'll give you a war you won't believe.
Thanks again for watching. Don't forget, you can always find Gary's Grails on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, right here on YouTube, or email me at garysgrails@gmail.com. I'll see you next time.